bar.
So today we are going to take every single cabinet door and drawer, basically anything that can come off in here, we're going to take off, and we're going to sand everything, and then we're going to try to sand like a lot of these walls and stuff. That way they're ready to paint and prime. I have some really fun ideas for this wall and also for this area, so let me just explain to you guys really quickly everything that we're going to do in here, or not really everything, but I'm just going to explain to you guys like the general gist of it all. So over here, if you guys remember, this was a table. Here is the table. So we took the table out and we decided that we didn't need this seating area and the seating area. So we're just gonna keep this seating area, and then this one over here we're gonna turn into a permanent bed. So just always gonna be dressed up as a bed. We'll get some cute little curtains for here. This is the bunk, which folds back up. So we're gonna keep that, and then the rest of the layout will stay the same. For in here, we have lots of good ideas for like the countertop, backsplash. I have found some fun wallpaper, so I'm just really excited to get going on this. So I'm going to shut my mouth, that way we can start working. One last look at these beautiful 70s cabinets. Step one is to take all of the cabinets off. This part was a little tedious because there were a lot more cabinets than I thought, but it's okay. We got through it. So I just was patiently doing this. Also, let's just note Connor just sipping on his green tea watching me do this. Oh, the freaking heck.
You gotta go a little slower than that.
That drill was so powerful. I've never used this particular one, but something about it was really powerful, so I was not used to it. But anyway, I was making sure to keep every single little screw and hinge and doorknob, because to replace all of them would be kind of expensive. And also these doors have this like special technology where when you pull the knob out, it unlocks the door. So if we wanted to get new modern knobs, we would have to get some sort of new lock to go in each door. I don't know if that's making sense, but when you're driving in a camper, you obviously don't want your doors to swing open. It's not like the same as a kitchen, because if you're in a kitchen, your doors aren't going to be moving, but when you're driving, they're going to be swinging open, so they have to remain locked. So that long rant. Basically, we're just going to keep the knobs, the hinges, and just spray paint them. So now I am sanding down everything and getting it ready to paint. So when we bought the camper, we knew there was a couple soft spots, and we had figured it was water damage. We weren't sure if it was still active or not. And basically, me and my mom decided to investigate. So we started to poke at it, and then we started just pulling things off the wall. Then we decided that we should just take this bunk out in total, because we do have 2 of these bunks. But basically we thought that this is the side where the permanent bed is going to be, so it would make more sense for this to come out and then for us to have all of that extra headspace, and it would just be a lot roomier. Sorry if you guys can hear Wilbur barking. It would just be a lot roomier, but it was so hard to get out, and then I did this.
I can get let me get a flat bar. Pete, is it filming? I don't know. You alright? Let me get a flat bar.
That was so painful. I was wearing Vans, so I had no support on my foot, and it felt right on the top of my foot. You know, that part where it just like hurts so bad anytime something hits it. But anyway, I got over it. Me and my mom struggled so hard to get this out. This thing was stuck in there so well, which obviously is great because if someone's sleeping on it, you want to make sure it's sturdy. But we didn't have any of the power tools because Connor had his at a job and then my dad had his. So we were just doing this the old-fashioned way by hand. And then in the middle of nowhere, my mom comes back in the camper and she has a handsaw and she's like trying to saw this thing out. It was quite comical watching us do this because had we had the correct power tools with us, this thing would have probably been out within 5 minutes. Instead, it took us at least 20 minutes to get it out. But eventually, my dad came home and he went and got his tools for us and helped us take it out. But honestly, we did all the hard work, so I think we did a great job. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to wish we didn't take this bunk out, but we have so much sleeping room in here. It slept 8 people, so now by taking this bunk out, it will sleep 6, and we would never have that many people sleep in the camper at once. I think I would go crazy. It's just way too tiny, and I think it just makes a lot more sense to have the extra headspace. So the top of the roof, we wanted to open up just to see what was going on, if it was leaking. So we took this panel out, and basically when we took out the walls and whatnot, we did find that the insulation was a little wet. So we decided to just rip everything out just to be safe, and we're going to replace it with all new insulation, and we're going to have to put a few more studs back in for some support. We also have someone coming to redo our roof. I don't think it's completely necessary. There is a little tiny hole, but we probably could have patched it, but he is giving us such a good deal. It is like under $200, so we couldn't say no to that. But anyway, now I'm taking out the table and the little dinette area. And again, Connor had all the power tools, so I was struggling doing this by hand. But it's okay. I got it out and it was definitely worth it. Next, I'm taking out the headrests, and I'm keeping these because I'm going to just add new fabric to it. I still have to decide what type of print I want to go with for in here. It's so hard figuring all of that kind of stuff out, but now I'm just taking some sandpaper and sanding the whole inside of the camper and getting it ready to paint. I do love the natural brown wood, but for us, I think just having it be white and colorful inside is what I really want to do.
It is time for, oh my gosh, it's really sunny. It is time for Operation Clean the Cushions. I am really hoping I can get these clean and smelling fresh. Like I mentioned, I think I have an allergy or something to these cushions because whenever I'm around them, I cannot stop sneezing. Right now, my nose is like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. So I'm hoping I can get these all cleaned out. That way I don't have to buy new cushions. I was looking into it and it's gonna be pretty expensive to buy foam to make my own. So we're gonna see if this works.
So like I said, I really wanted to keep all these cushions. There was no point in buying new ones. I looked it up online and it was going to be really expensive. So we're going to try to work with these and see if we can get them nice and clean. If not, then maybe we'll replace a couple of them. But for the most part, they seem to be okay. So first, I am just vacuuming out any extra dust. Then what I basically ended up doing was taking some baking soda. I sprinkled that on top. Then I had a bucket with water and white vinegar, and then I just rubbed that all over the cushion. And then last but not least, I took OxyClean and sprayed it down. And then I just let them sit in the sun and let them dry out, and then I just shook them out from all the baking soda, and it helped them so much. They smell so much better. Hi. He is seriously such a dork. But anyway, now we are just taking out the next bunk. That way I can get it prepped for paint. So my next video, you guys will see us painting the whole inside. It seriously transforms the camper so much, so I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like. But I hope you guys are all having a great, safe week, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.